Boom, boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 11, I believe, of SeriousFirmaCraft. I'm just kind of finishing up some of the stuff we discussed last time, but I've run out of silty loam mud bricks. So yeah, just to finish off these, you can see I've done everything over that side, but I've run out for these last 3 here, and we're just removing the last bits of these beams that we don't want for when the lava eventually comes into play. So I might try and see if I can borrow a blue steel bucket off anyone, if there is one going on the server. The thing that's cracking me up is these mud bricks. They have that squelchy like mud sound effect on the footsteps, even though they are bricks. It's quite funny. There's that to do today. We definitely want to go out and find some more silty loam mud. Okay, so that's one thing. Now the next thing is we're using this copper pickaxe temporarily at the moment, and I want to dig out an area to move our blacksmithing and everything into, and then build ourselves our blast furnace in there, because we are ready to do that now. However, in order to dig out that area in here, I don't want to use a copper pickaxe. It's going to take too long. So what I think we will do is go into Yoink today and do a little bit of metalworking there using the community forging room. Yeah, to have some fun. Wow, look, with this, there's been an update to the pack, and now there's like these colourful highlights on the block highlights. The icicles look pretty trippy. That looks very cool, actually. Anyway, I did want to also come and check here, because we haven't since last time, and I think we only ended up with 2 buckets of it. Is that because of the amount of rennet I put in? I only put in 1 piece of rennet, I believe. So maybe you need 5 pieces of rennet for a full barrel? I don't know. We might do a little bit of that later on in the episode, but maybe we won't. Maybe we'll also just focus on the metal stuff today, but if we have a moment, we might look at that. But yeah, essentially we're going to move all of this stuff up there, right? So yeah, what I think we'll do is we'll take some of this cast iron with us into Yoink and get to work on the equipment over there to make ourselves some steel, including a steel pick. Maybe we could even make our steel anvil, but I mean, we can do that over here. We can do that once we get set up properly over here. It really is just, I just want a better pick. If we look at the rest of our tools, yeah, there's nothing else I'm really desperate to replace with something that, like, if I did need another tool later on in the episode, we could always use iron. But the pick, I just feel like we're so close to steel, I'd rather have a steel one. So yeah, so I think I'm just going to sort out my inventory, kind of get prepared for that trip, because I think, yeah, there's still some mess and some of these gifts from last time. So we just need to organise ourselves before we head out, and yeah, and I'll see you in Yoink in a minute. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we go, I'm going to do the rather painstaking process of grinding all of this stuff up and making all the fire clay and all the bricks and everything that we need to make sure that everything I've got for spare is definitely for spare, so that I can go and gift it to Yoink when I get there. Because, like I said last time, we borrowed. And now we can say it was borrowing. Yeah, look, there's all that spare graphite too. So this is all the stuff that I believe we could donate. And I believe I feel that we should. It would be the right thing to do. What are in here? What's all that stuff? Mortar. Oh, yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to check that my maths was correct before we give all this stuff away and lose it. Yeah, so we'll pop that all in there. And I'm just going to, yeah, we just have to grind all this into dust, turn it all into fire clay, turn all of that into bricks, and then start calculating, is that the right number of bricks? I think this is, though. So yeah, let's do it. I gotta say, though, this is super long. I should make more of these. Yeah, I've got so much to do. I should make more of these. We should have like 4 of them. Okay, I'll have to do that then. I just decided to go for 2 in the end. It's actually really long just getting the raw stone. And I was like, is this more efficient spending all this time digging up raw stone with a copper pick? Anyway, so there it all is. And I've got a lot of clay. Yeah, that'll be enough. So I don't need to dip into my blocks, I don't think. There we go, fire clay. Weird, it didn't want to... Oh yeah, I should have ticked that box first. Oh well, never mind. So that should be enough to do the rest of the blocks, I think. So we just got to do this a large number of times. Good, and there they are, 51 bricks. Now it's going to take us a little while to cook all these. And indeed to gather all the fuel to cook them all. Unless, can we... Yellow, white. It says fire pit. So, hold on a minute. Can we just cook these on the forge? I'd much rather do that, because we can just use our lignite rather than using tons and tons of wood to kiln them. Yep, totally works. I think we even probably can get them going in here, right? Yeah, super quick. They don't have a danger of melting even. God, they actually heat up considerably faster in the crucible there. It's considerable. I have considered it. I have been able to consider it. Stop talking. Just stop talking now. Yeah, this was obviously such a better choice than... Can you imagine how expensive pit kilning them would have been in logs? This is beautiful. That took like 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes and like a couple of pieces of lignite. I think 2 pieces of lignite in 2 minutes. Absolutely beautiful. And there they are. And then... Oh yeah, okay, God, that scared me for a second then. But no, we need mortar. Which we have in spades, so no qualms there. And there it is. 20 fire bricks. Which is a full-sized blast furnace. Beautiful. So if we wanted to do a whole, like a double blast furnace or something, we would need more. But yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, we need to fire the crucibles. We can do that another time. It's fine. It's done. Alright, well, now we've done that, we can be sure that all this leftover graphite and kaolinite is donatable to Yoink. So yeah, let's head to Yoink now. And yeah, see about getting some steel tools made. I might make 2 steel picks. Well, we'll just take a load with us. Let's take like 10 ingots of cast iron. That should be fine, he said. Okay. Alright, so we're on our way to Yoink, but here it is. Some silty loam mud. So it's right next to the train tracks, but I don't care. I'm just going to dig it out anyway. So I could definitely get a lot more from here. There's loads, but however many stacks that is, those are full stacks now. And I mean, I imagine that's going to be enough. Maybe we should just take it all, though. I mean, I guess the only thing is our shovel. We could make a steel one when we get to the... Maybe we should just take it all. The thing is, we're going to be using this block as like a main building block throughout the base, right? These bricks. So... Alright, okay. I'm actually just going to keep going. If the shovel breaks first, the shovel breaks. But let's just get this entire mound, shall we? Okay, right, so here we are in the community smithing area. So let's just have a look and see. Okay, there's plenty of charcoal here if we run out. That's good. Water. Yeah, okay. Ooh, lots of garnierite. That's nickel, I believe. Obviously, what we're looking for here is the blue steel. If there's like a blue steel community bucket or something. What about in these barrels, I suppose? What are these ingots as well? I mean, they're maybe some kind of steel. Black steel there. Steel and pig iron. Okay. I mean, we really could have just probably used a couple of those ingots, but anyway. Right, so there's some weak blue steel there. That's interesting. Because worst case scenario, we could make a bucket. Okay, let's go in here. Because I guess it's possible if there's a community bucket that it's kept in here. Well, there's certainly a lot of stuff here. Oh wow, there's so much kaolinite here. Well, we can donate a bit more maybe. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's a blue steel bucket. Also, is that even still the way that it works? Oh wow. I still can't see a lava bucket anywhere though. Doesn't seem like... Oh, there it is. Wow, so actually, to make a bucket we need... Wow. Okay. we might not be able to do this today. I wonder if the blue steel bucket still actually works on its own. Okay, wow, I haven't been down into the food storage bit Yoink for a while. There's a lot of rotten food down here. I wonder if the stuff on the shelves is rotten or not. Let's try a I don't want to try a carrot because I've already got carrots. Let's try some potatoes here. Yeah, that's rotten too. Okay, let's put it back. It's cool anyway. Proper cellar down there. Those are jars of things. Anyway, look, it doesn't look like there is a bucket here. And if we want to make a bucket, we're going to need to make a red steel and a blue steel one. I mean, we could try, like, if we just made the blue one, will it work? But it looks like the red and blue steel buckets can't pick anything up. It looks like they just create this recipe, which then this bucket obviously then picks up everything. So we need a sheet of red steel and a sheet of blue steel, which is quite a big ask, unless it's ready to go. Yeah. I actually also just need to sort my inventory out because at the moment I still have just so much silty loam mud on me. So we'll take that out. Alright, so there we go. I feel like this is quite a nice gift. That's a lot of graphite there. I hope it makes somebody their first blast furnace. Yeah, cool. And that means we can, yeah, we've put a load of the mud in there and we've got some room in our inventory to mess about. So let's see how doable this is, because going home with a bucket would be epic. So we'd need to borrow 2 of these, and then we'd need 2 ingots of black steel to mix them with. Black steel, there we go. Yep, so that would be that, and then we'd need 2 more for the creation of the red steel, which I need to remind myself. It would be the same process, but we'd need to have the weak red steel would need to be made first. And to make weak red steel, yeah, this is the thing. It's quite the complicated alloy. But like, look, this is all community stuff. So if we make a little batch of red steel, no one's gonna mind. We've probably got most of what we need here. If there's anything we don't have that we do need, then we'll have to go down that road in a minute. So what is it? Steel, black steel, brass, and rose gold. Oh, I think for a kickoff, look, I've brought this cast iron with me. I think I'm just going to donate that, because I don't think we're going to actually make any fresh steel ourselves when it's like right here. Like, we could make ourselves a steel pick, or even like we could even just make ourselves a black steel pick while we're here, and we don't have to worry about using the blast furnace then. Which does scare me a bit, because I've realised whatever this machine is that they've got, which I presume is automating the dropping of coal into the top here, I'm going to need to learn to use this machine before I can actually drop coal in. So I'm thinking we just stick to the forge and use what we've got here. That said, I do want to see if we can get the red steel going. So we are going to try and gather up those resources now too, I think. Okay, so this is all looking good, but we aren't seeing any brass anywhere, so we're going to have to make our own brass, which we can do like in a 9-to-1 ratio of zinc and copper. That'll get us 10 ingots of brass, of which we need 3 of them to then combine with these 3 rose gold, 4 steel, and 10 black steel, which will make us 20 ingots of weak red steel. And it's interesting that the way they've done this, I think, is deliberate. If you look at the weak red steel thing here, there's no possible way of making this a batch of 10 ingots. If we're using full ingots, which we are, you know, we're not going to pour out half an ingot or something, although I guess you could do that. But yeah, because all their minimum values add up to 90%, you need to boost two of them, or you need to boost something by 10%, but none of them can be boosted by more than 5%. So you have to do a 20 ingot batch. So we're going to do 3, 3, 4, and 10 for our 20 ingot batch. But we need to make this brass first. And yeah, and then we can also be like heating these guys up and welding them into the blue steel sheet that we need for the bucket. So it's been a while, but we're going to have a metal montage. Metal music, metalworking, metal montage. What? Alright, well, there you go. Metal montage over, and what a success! And we've treated ourselves here to a little red steel pickaxe, which I'm very happy to say I managed to perfectly forge. I had a theory that impacted the speed of the pick, even. Not sure about that. That was conjecture on my part. But I think the forging skill or whatever does maybe impact its durability. I'm not 100%. And that's our kind of contribution, right? It's like, yeah, we used up, enough black metal to walk away with, enough metal in general to walk away with the 2 buckets and the pick. But we have processed and created a batch of red steel that's ready to go for people who want to. There's that weak steel there. We could maybe, if we were being very kind, do a little batch of black steel here. Maybe next time I'll work through that. But there's still some left for people who want. I believe that's right, isn't it? Black steel just made by the weak stuff. So yes, there's plenty of pig iron there. So you'd want to heat these up, weld them together, and work them. Should we do it? I feel like maybe we should do it. This has gotten pretty quick, I must admit. It's actually pretty calm. God, that sound is so irritating, and it's so much louder and longer now than it used to be. You used to put something in a barrel and it would just be cold. Now it's like you just sat there waiting for 10 seconds. Pretty jokes. Anyway, so pop that in there. We've also left that behind. So if anything, we've left the situation for people who want to do metalworking in here and get nice tools. We've made the situation is better than we left it. We've just taken some of the actual stuff away with us. You know what? Look, now that this area here has a blue steel anvil right there. I mean, it looks kind of cool, this bit. But I think I'm going to take the stuff back. I was just thinking, definitely going to take this. Oh, I wonder if this pick is good enough to break. It should be. Yeah, it was. That was kind of risky, right? that could have backfired horribly. I'm going to take these 2 anvils, though, because we can melt them down at home into more ingots. And we did, after all... Oh, wait. Can I take them both? If I put them in my backpack? Are we still over encumbered? No. Okay, good. Cheese Central. Right, but anyway, that is lots of fun. And so when you go home, we'll combine these with 5 ingots of iron. And yeah, we can start placing the lava blocks in that room. So rest of the episode is going to be building and working on our base. And with the considerable tool upgrades we've just taken, it's going to be an absolute dream. It's going to be a peach. So yeah, we'll get on with that now for the second half. Alright, boom, we're back, and I was smart and got back and immediately chucked all the silty loam mud in there and went back out for straw. So we can immediately start by doing this. But actually first, I do need to clear my inventory slightly. I can't throw stuff away fast enough to make the room. Okay, I'll do this off camera, I think. Maybe makes more sense. Okay, sweet, that's that done. We can retire this pickaxe now and grab ourselves just the one cheekiest of sticks to get our perfectly forged red steel pick. Oh, that's so good. Durability 6,500, baby. Oh yeah, look, this is interesting. I had a little experiment, and look, it works. So we presumably could have just made the blue one. It presumably would work for the lava on its own as well. But I think I still will combine them just to have that like classic looking bucket, right? I don't know. Is this stupid? Is there a reason that it would be better to keep them apart? I'm just gonna do it. I kind of just want the super bucket. Oh baby. Okay, cool. So now we've got a lot of these bricks to lay out upstairs. So I'm just gonna start. I'll just fill up my inventory and we'll just move them up there. Okay, jokes, look, this place has been like left without lights on for too long. Also, the server is really lagging right now. I don't mind there being laggy zombies. I think I can handle them. But fighting skellies, okay, there's really lagging. There's a creeper there as well. Damn. I wonder what... Dude, that's so weak. Where even am I? I think I might even have more bricks than I had last time, so I'm going to be here a while. Oh man, look at that. That's so cool. That's light coming through the door. And you can just properly see it against the bricks in the middle. That's jokes. I think we might fill this room. I mean, I'm actually having to use the crevices in between the bits we've built already. Yeah, that's the room filled. That is the whole room. So now we're gonna have to go inside these, which is less than ideal because I want to go and start getting lava and filling it with lava in a minute. Waiting for some hard stuff. Alright, so what we can do is this one actually, because this one doesn't have any issues. Also, look, with the server being laggy, their time is finished, but they're just taking ages to actually become dried. But anyway, look, this one's finished. So this one, we should just do it now. So I was imagining doing this was literally to just throw it in here like that. But I might also just, wait, hold on. Just break that block there. Which I don't think breaking one in isolation would ever cause a cave in. But now at least we do that, we'll get the kind of lip. But then the lava's going to be flush with the edges, and do we want that? So yeah, that's going to be the vibe in here. It's going to be amazing, actually. We can start to pick up any that are dry to make the rest of the blocks to finish those ones. But the episode's running long and the stuff up, oh well, it's not yet, but there's loads more I want to do in this episode. So I'm going to do all this off camera, and we're just going to do one of these amazing magic of editing moments like this. Woo! Boom. Look at that. Oh yeah. It looks amazing in here. And I'm holding a torch right now. So I guess I'm helping to light the middle. But like, if I take that out, it's pretty light in here, and being able to see the ceiling and the beams properly now is just giving it so much more character, this room. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. So on with the show then. What we need to do now is the next room, I think. I'm not going to put my forge and smeltery and all that in here. It's going to be downstairs. So we're going to have to actually do some more digging. Quite a lot more digging. And I think I'll do that off camera too, to be honest. And we'll just... yeah, the plan is to kind of do staircases here and here, and maybe there and there too, maybe in the four corners, and we'll create a room that is smaller underneath, with staircases that maybe curl around or something, like you go down in here, or maybe you go down in like that, actually, in each of the 4 corners. Because this is almost like a natural pathway. Yeah. So you go down a bit and then round and in. Something like that. So I'm just going to... It's quite late at night, but I'm just going to carry on. And I'll show you when we're done. Alright, boom. Welcome back. A lot of time has passed since the last clip. In fact, you may notice I'm in a completely unrecognisable room here. Interesting. I've dug this out underneath the main room. Oh no, my lights have gone off down here. Probably means there's a skeleton waiting for me. Oh, this looks like a spider or something. Ooh, maybe we'll get an armor piece off this guy. So look, I've dug a big long corridor as well, as you can see. And yeah, here we go. Comes round here. There's some stairs, as promised, as discussed. Stairs going up to the main room, but ready yourselves. I did a lot of work in the main room too. Here's the reveal. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, we've even got the sun, like God rays, coming through the door just to really make this big reveal as impressive as possible. Pretty nice, huh? So you will notice we actually took a whole layer off the floor, because I started off by removing the stone because I wanted to put the floor in. And when I did that and I looked and I was like, oh yeah, these look even better just that bit higher up. The room just felt a bit better from this height than from this height. So we just have a simple couple of stairs leading down into the main hall here. We're going to put like a dining table there. I've got my throne. Oh, I'm about to die of hunger. Let's eat some olives. You'll notice my max health is right down. I've gotten lazy. All the digging and building meant I've just resorted to just eating simple foods again to pass the time. But this is my throne. It's kind of a bit abstract, but I quite like it. And if you hold shift, you can back yourself into the seat. Cute. Anyway, so that's the throne and that's that. But yeah, we've got these staircases, and for now they're kind of being held up by this. We'll definitely work on the walls and kind of making these staircases look a little bit more pretty at some point. These 4 staircases in the 4 corners all lead to this central corridor that runs directly underneath the floor of the main room. And so the idea would be that we could have little rooms coming off on either side of this corridor for storage, for any other functions, whatever else. We might want a little music room to keep all our musical instruments, a little music studio, classic. So yeah, we've got plenty of room for rooms. But at the end, at the back end, so this is the opposite end to the door. I actually had to, if we look at the map, I added even another layer of chunks so that we could push this room backwards here into the back. So this room, propped up by these supports for now, is not underneath the main room, it is behind it. Why? Because this is going to be the ingots and forging and metal-y, workshop-y kind of blacksmithy room. We may store all our ingots on the walls, I think, on shelves, and we'll have all of our, you know, like metalworking, forges, blast furnaces, bloomeries, all these kinds of things in here. So why did this room need to be somewhere else beyond being underneath the main room? For chimneys. It suddenly occurred to me, my plan was originally to do all of our rooms underneath this one and not have to use any more supports, because we could just dig out the space underneath like I have with this corridor, and the floor above is holding everything up, so no supports needed. But we don't want one of our chimneys poking through the main entrance hall. So down at the back and behind, all this space can have chimneys going up out the back of the mountain. So we could have our bloomeries and our forges and our blast furnaces all on this back wall. And specifically because of the blast furnace is why I then ended up going down a few and just making this a very tall room. So there's definitely room in here for the blast furnace and everything. So yeah, so I mean, I think the episode's probably long enough as it is, and we don't necessarily need to make any more progress or record anything more today. So I think we will call it here today, and next time, yeah, we'll be setting up shop in this lovely room down here, and probably decorating all these corridors, maybe digging out these rooms as well, And yeah, and then we'll be able to basically start saying, okay, so here's all our ingots, which metals are we missing, and start just going out collecting them all and getting to that sweet red and blue steel ourselves. So yeah, so that's that. Thanks for watching. Be excellent to each other. If you want to play with us on this server, you can always support on Patreon. Links in the description. Even just supporting, I think, at the lowest tier, or maybe it's the second one, but it's a very, very cheap tier anyway, and you can then jump on the server and join in and become part of my Dwarven Empire here in this mountain. So yeah, safe. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.